I'm Mushy and you're you. Hello, you. And we're here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for a Figure It Out Friday. Yes, now this is upside down. This painting is upside down. Yeah, I know. I can hear the people saying, yeah, you're curling, bending your canvas wrong. The drills are gonna pop, blah, blah, blah. It's only temporary. Calm down. It'll be fine. But yeah, that's the bottom, and this is the right side. And then we come down here, and this is the top. This is where we see some fur or hair or something here. There, the light is under there. And we're working on this end section here. And if I'm feeling spunky, I need to get the pink and black canvas done, so I don't know. But if I'm feeling spunky, I might work my way down here. We shall see. But for now, we're going to be working here. I've already started. I'm going to get you set up and turn on the light and let you have a look-see at what I've done and where we're at, and let's figure it out together. All right, hang on. Be right back. All right, you guys. Hi again. And like magic, here we are. This is the fur hair potential situation here. This is that section I told you at the top that we're working on. Then we'll be done with the entire top panel, the entire bottom panel, and the entire right side panel. We still don't know what it is. Mystery kit for the win. So as usual, I should start by telling you that this is a Rokkari mystery diamond painting, which means there are no spoilers, so don't worry. Do not flip off the video. Do not, close your peepers and not look. You can look. It is safe because no matter what you see or how much we do and, what you soak in, it's not a spoiler for you because Rokkari diamond paintings are kind of like tailored to the customer, and so it's not one image that's stocked up and shipped out to a bunch of different people when they order a mystery canvas. Nay, my friends, these are special, almost like customized mystery kits made specifically with the customers in mind and tailored to the customer. So that means that no two mystery kits are alike unless, I assume, if it's possible, if you ordered, like, hey, I saw Mushy doing a mystery kit. I like what I saw. I want that exact one. That might be a possibility, but by then you already know what it is, so it's not a spoiler. So no spoilers here. Safe to look, my friends. And with that, we're going to dive in. I am using these like horror movie icon squares. These ones, I believe I happen to get from a Magic Crafts by Cindy Etsy shop. And then we have Flower Designs tray, Flower Designs pens, Dynamite Diamond Shop pen tips, 3D printed, and then the metal ones are some cheap Temu ones I'm trying. I'm using my little trash can of putty trash, essentially. I've got my little 3D printed kinetic kitty friend here from Gems Divine. And if you guys recall early on in the first section down at the bottom, my 310 drills had an issue. My black 310 drills were like almost, it was a mix of two different faceted drills. Like some had 9 facets or whatever, and some had 16. They were different sizes. They were too big for like the measurements of the canvas. There was a manufacturer error and they sent the wrong 310s with the kit. So I had reached out to Rokkari Eve, explained the situation. I sent her pictures, screenshots, videos, like the whole 9 to prove, what was going on. And so she could have a clear picture, like, what the heck are you talking about, lady? And showed her, and she showed her manufacturer, and together, Rokkari Eve and the manufacturer worked it out and got me new drills. And I have been using them through here, and they fit like a charm. They are, yay, A++++. Okay, so everything worked out great up until this point. At first, I started just leaving the black areas blank, and then I realized, I don't like that. So I just started using some 310s from another Rokkari kit I had in the stash. And now I'm going to use what's left of those that she sent replacements to replenish what went in, or came out, what came out of the other Rokkari kit. And yeah, all will be right in the world. Everything will be reset back to normal. All right, so yeah, my point is up until now we've been using 310 black square drills from another Rokkari kit words are so hard today, while we awaited the replacements. So I have my handy dandy assistant Percy over here in my other chair, and we're ready to dive in. Let's see if we can finish this section and see if it tells us anything more about what we're looking at, and see if we can figure it out together. Oh yeah, some other things I totally forgot. My trinket tray from TTT After Dark right here, and I got my little custom Chucky designed tweezers and Zodiac Shadows straightener. Yes, yes. I use this more with rounds than I do squares, but it is nice to help like smoosh up the borders, you know. All right, and yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, of course, I have my handy dandy. It's in my cup, but I have my handy dandy Dr. Pepper. Duh. Dr. Pepper, why you don't love me? Guys, please. If you love mushy and you don't have to love Dr. Pepper, but like, can you just put the word out? At Dr. Pepper. Check out Mushy and, well, I guess, and Kristen, but more Mushy than Kristen. Go check out Mushy. She's a diamond painter and she totally loves you. I wouldn't mind like a shout out, but you know what would be even better? Like a free case of the new Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero, please. Thank you. And as I mentioned, and you can see, I've already gotten started. I'm working on the symbol 9. So I'm gonna get back to it. First order of business, some general housekeeping before we get into story time. First on my list because I don't want to forget. Before I forget, Jackie Kelly. If you're watching, even if you're not, you did me dirty. Rokkari, I am participating in Rokkari's Facebook group event situation. Okay, I'm working hard. It's not like I already have enough to do. You know, pink and black canvas for the event and this mystery kit. We still have our date night kit, which got temporarily words. Oh my gosh, say the words, Mush. Temporarily put on hold because of the pink and black event, so that I can finish the pink and black canvas for you all to see. And Kristen has the square version, I have the round version, and at the end, or somewhere there close by to therefore then, oh my gosh, we're going to compare them side by side so you all can have an idea of what the same canvas looks like from Rokkari in square and round format. And I've received word from several of you that you will find that helpful in your decision-making process, and that is cool. That's why we're doing it, and well, we should have that for you, well, as soon as Kristen catches up. She started ahead, and then I got ahead, and then she got sick kids and got behind, and I pulled ahead, and so I might get done before her, understandably and reasonably so, but yeah, so we're neck and neck is what I'm saying. And you shouldn't have to wait too long, I wouldn't think, to see the situation. But yes. Anywho, what I was saying, where I was going with this is Jackie Kelly. Miss Jackie Kelly. If you're out there, listen. you and I are both participating in this Rokkari event, okay? I'm busy. I mean, we're all busy in some way, shape, or form. I understand that, but like, I'm in the diamond painting busy weeds, right? And I'm working hard. I work so hard. And the first week prize came up, and you know, the wheel is spinning, right? It's spinning. Who's gonna win the prize? It slows down. I see it start inching, tick, 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 and it goes, and here comes Jackie Kelly's name. And whose name is right after Jackie Kelly's? Whose name is next? If it passes Jackie Kelly, Mushy. That's who. Mushy's name. Okay. I see my name and I start blowing at the phone. I'm like, and oh, I'm trying. I'm like, she works hard for the money. You know, I can't do much more than that. Copyright. Not that like any system would ever be able to identify that song coming out of this vocal arrangement, but whatever. I work so hard for it, honey. And so yeah, I was like, I'm blowing like some dirty jokes insert here, right? Okay. And I'm trying to make that little clicker keep the wheel, you know, keep spinning, and that clicker lean on my name right past Jackie Kelly's. And what happens? It stops dead in the middle of Jackie Kelly's name, and then a screen pops up, bang, and Jackie Kelly wins the prize. Jackie Kelly. All right, well, I left her a little message on Rokkari's site, letting her know exactly what I thought. I mean, first of all, congratulations, Jackie Kelly, okay? I'm happy for you. Seriously, though, very happy. Yay! Congratulations, Jackie. I hope you see it. I hope you claim your prize, because guess what? If you're not there to claim your prize, I will be. I'll be right there. I'll be like, she's busy. She's indisposed right now. I'm here on Jackie Kelly's behalf to claim her prize. You just send it right on over to Mushy. It's all right. I'm kidding. So kidding. Yes. Anyway, I am kidding. Congratulations. Happy. I am genuinely just playing. Nobody come for me. Okay, we're all just friendly little troll jokesters here. Okay. Yes. So that's about like all the housekeeping I had, really. Having fun with the pink and black event. It is nearing the end, but we have a few more surprises in store, and then it'll be over. It'll be all done. Back to, well, I was gonna say back to regularly scheduled programming, but like, no. New year, new me. We're changing some things up on the channel. Not too crazy, not too drastic, but between new year, new me, and some things that have popped up in my life that I should have expected, but wasn't, you know, I was kind of in denial a little bit and wasn't 100% totally expecting and prepared for. I guess the severity of the things that popped up. And since there's going to be, it's going to be a bumpy year. It's going to be a bumpy year in vast majority. And, you know, it's a good thing that I had already, you know, was determined to make some changes, some alterations to content timing, content, and things of that, you know, just some minor little changes here and there to the channel, the direction I want to go, and the mindset I want to enter into the year with, and the goals and things of that nature, because maybe some part of me knew this was coming, and I knew I was going to need to kind of make things easier for myself, make things less stressful for myself, less arduous. So yeah, we've got we'll be able to start with February, start with the new year, new me situation. and kind of, I was gonna say get back to oh my gosh, so many hard words today. Regularly scheduled programming, but it won't really be regularly scheduled. It'll be like slightly altered, but more regular, but light, like diet programming. How about that? The same great taste, fewer calories. Yeah, we'll be keeping our series Figure It Out Friday, and Tales from the Curve Whipped will come back. I have taken a little hiatus from it in large part. I think I did one at the beginning of the month. I was gonna had one on the schedule for this weekend, but I really just don't think I have time to do the research that needed to make a good, coherent, cohesive story and do it justice. So I don't want to do it at all. You know what I mean? So I think we won't have a Figure It Out Friday this weekend after all. But boy, we will. It'll all come back on February. We will. I'm anxious to get back to my Figure It Out Fridays and stuff like that. Gonna be scaling back, taking a bit of a step away, taking back a couple steps from events and participating in them, hosting them. Oh, Mushy's taking a hosting vacation. For anyone who's new, hi. If you didn't know, like, I've been hosting events pretty much nonstop, almost nonstop, since July. Largely nonstop. I think I only took 2 months off somewhere in between July and January hosting events, and I took those months off to do someone else's event. So I have been an eventin' mama since like July, and I'm tired. I'm a little exhausted. I'm a little tired. Getting a little burnty. Need a little breaky wakey. And not only that, like I mentioned, there are some things coming up in that are going to occupy my time and my life for a majority of this year, if not the entire year. And I really don't want to I'm not the sort of person that says, yeah, I totally will commit to that, knowing that, like, yeah, I'm totally not going to be able to fulfill that obligation at all. Or I'm not sure if I'm going to. I know I have some things that are going to be going on, and I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I'll sign up for your event. I'll participate. Here we go. Look at with the canvas, and I'm ready. And then have something in my real life that I have to deal with and that will take me away from participating fully, or, you know, working on the canvas in a timely fashion, and then have to be like, oops, sorry. You know, I'd rather just decline altogether. Does that make sense? I hope so. It's not because I don't want to support the community or anyone in it. It's not because I don't want to participate or be there. It's one of those things where my crystal ball is a little fuzzy, and I can't promise, predict, guarantee that I will be able to be there, or C, what happened to B? Be there, or B, fully commit and participate, you know. And I don't want to do that to somebody. It's not fair. So yep, I'm just going to have to kind of be a cheerleader on the sidelines for most of the events this year and other goings on, and that's fine. I'm still going to have content coming out on the regular. Don't worry about that. Like, nothing's going to change content-wise. It's just I take my commitments seriously, and it's kind of a, where did you come from? You're not even the right color. It's kind of a bugaboo of mine. It's one of those things, you know. It's a personal little buggly boo of mine. So you look, where are these drills coming from? You look to be the right color. Yeah, so there's the house. Our house. Yeah. Oh, I need more Dr. Pepper. Here's the housekeeping. Nope. That was the housekeeping. We already had it. We don't need any more. That was the housekeeping. And now we can get on to some chit chat. And what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is, there is one more housekeeping. I almost forgot. I don't know how I could have forgotten, but I almost did. Probably because I just woke up, if you couldn't tell from the sound of sleep in my voice. I wasn't quite ready to be awake. I don't know what woke me up, but something did. We should be coming home very soonly. But she texted in advance with some good news. My friends, my daughter got a second job, which might become her only job, especially if this whole Joanne thing folds and they all shut down in March like the rumor and expectation is. But she got applied for a job at a dog boarding grooming daycare place where she takes her dog, and they often come into her Joanne store to get fabrics and stuff for making the little bandanas and having little fabric sheets and stuff for the boarding rooms and decorations and whatever. And so she applied there and they interviewed her, and then she went for an on-site on-site interview portion, which was, that's not even the right color either. Where are you coming from, you squares of doom? And so she had a 1 hour, let's see you work with the animals and with us and meet everybody and see what everybody thinks of you, basically sussing her out. And they had a few other applicants that they had to also interview and suss out, which they did this earlier this week and late last week. She got the call today offering her the job. Yay! She'll get it starts off at $13 an hour, which is $1.20. Yeah, $1.25 more than what she makes now as a manager at a manager position at Joanne. And then they do tip pool sharing situation, which basically will make it equate out to about $15 an hour to start after tip sharing. So yeah, it's only a couple bucks an hour, and she will get, I think, kind of as many hours as she wants, it sounded like, up to the full-time cap, and that's great. So wins all around, my friends. Good job. I'm proud of my daughter, and I'm happy for her. And then if she's gonna work both jobs, and they're willing to work together, both places, work around each other's schedules, and then if Joanne happens to close, then she will have a full-time position, making more than what she did at Joanne, and still everything will be right with the world. So yay all around. Yays. Yay. Everybody a little woohoo. Maybe one of those little party congrats emojis in the comments down below. Congrats for Wiwa. Yeah. Claps. Party hats and little blower, little confetti poof thing, something. Congrats, Wiwa. In the description, or in the description, no, because you can't alter that. Only I can. How about the comments? In the comments down below. And she will see it, and she will be happy, and she will cry and do all the sniffly things, but she won't let you see that. I'm just saying. Just know it'll happen, and I'll tattle on her when it does. Okay. That is for real. All the housekeeping out of the way, and now I want to share with you some retail horror stories. Horror stories you hear about from people who work in retail. And if you're one of those people, some of these stories are probably, I'm going to guess, these stories or similar stories are going to be in your own personal little library of tales. I can't imagine that, these are oddities, what I'm about to tell you, but retail is a special place to work. It's a special sector of humanity that you deal with. A special little perspective. It can be really great interacting with people and how, you have your good days. And there's days where, you have some bad days. It reminds me a lot of that, those memes or those little videos or shows or whatever, like People of Walmart. But this is like customers of retail. I have heard some horror stories from Leah. I have had personal experiences from when I was younger, pre-college and going through college days. There were times where I worked retail, so I had some experiences of my own. But seems like Leah's been having some real special experiences lately. I thought I'd share some of those with you because they're kind of funny, kind of not. I mean, it's not funny that people do this stuff. It's like, it's especially for like, but to hear her come home, it's kind of funny in a not funny kind of way. So I want to share some of those stories with you. Hopefully you'll be able to laugh with me, but if not, then you can be like appalled with her. How about that? Or you can be both. You can laugh and be appalled. But give me just a second. I'm going to pause before we dive into it. Maybe she'll even come in and tell you some of the stories herself. But I believe I hear her approaching the house, which means the bark alarm's going to go off. Be right back. And to help me tell these stories to you, it turns out I do, after all, have a guest narrator.
Hello.
It is the famous author Leah. Yay. Woot woot. My daughter, Sundown's daughter, our daughter. All right. Let's start telling some stories. Let's hear some horror stories from the retail realm.
So we have this lady.
I already know.
Who keeps coming in, and it's only once a month.
Well, how old is this lady, would you say?
She's 30s, late 30s. She's a teacher. She uses her teacher discount with her teacher school email.
Okay, so this is a teacher.
And she comes in during 1 week a month. Once or twice during that week, but only 1 week a month.
One very special week.
Yes. And every time she'll go to the bathroom and she'll spread her wings like she's about to take flight. And
her red wings?
Her red wings, her buffalo wings, her barbecue wings. And like she's about to take flight. And she will fly all over the toilet seat. And
all around the toilet?
Around the toilet.
On the floors?
On the floor. Some of it got behind the toilet. I don't know how. Don't ask me.
But we're talking like full coverage horror movie type of situation.
We're talking there were chunks of her feathers.
Chunks of her feathers. I told her to please be a little gentle with her words because I knew some of the stories that were coming. So you guys will have to kind of read between the lines and put the story together a little bit. You might have to fill in some of the blanks and
yeah.
But
every time she paints our bathroom,
you know how they say paint the town red?
Yeah, every time she paints the bathroom, she'll come out and she'll find one of us and she'll say, "Someone really messed up your bathroom. It needs some attention."
Someone.
It only happens when she's in the store during that 1 week of the month.
And after she's been in there.
Only after she's been in it.
And you guys do regular bathroom checks.
Regular bathroom
you
checks.
use those bathrooms too.
Yeah, we all use those bathrooms. And
so you're not going to let a bathroom that you need to use get painted in such a...
Exactly.
So how bad are we talking? You're not exaggerating for a dramatic effect. We're talking...
No, when we had to clean up the painted bathroom, we were gagging.
So is it literally like everywhere? Is it the way you described it to me?
You need to lift the lid and pretend a man urinated and just it splatters.
A 3-year-old who's learning.
Yes. Like I said, it has gotten behind the toilet. I don't know how, but it has.
So, wow. Okay. And then, it's like really bad.
Yes.
And she tries to play it off like it's somebody else. So here's the thing. I know, there could be a myriad of medical issues, and I'm not trying to make fun of this woman or laugh at this woman for...
It's not like she went in there and oopsie, I dropped a little bit of paint and I didn't notice. It is, she went for a flight and flew directly on the toilet. She spread her wings and learned how to fly. She'll do what it takes until she touches the toilet.
And she uses a certain body part as the paintbrush.
Yes. A very bristly brush.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my daughter...
I only get $11.75 to clean that up. We have used hazmat suits because of it.
Well, I would hope so, because you never know with bodily fluids and such. But man, the first time she told me, I was like horrified, and then it kept happening, and I've heard about this happening several times now, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And what? So you've told your store manager,
yes,
and she has told the district.
Yes.
Manager, and he has said
you can't have employee only bathrooms. Sucks to suck.
They've asked him, like, when we see her coming, can we lock the bathroom? Can we put up a out of order sign? Can we refuse to, can we put a lock and key on that? Can we do anything? And the district manager, a man, if that plays any role in this or not, you guys have sent him pictures, right?
Yes.
He has said, no, I'm sorry, you can't do anything to avoid this. Like, she's a customer, you have to let her in, you have to let her use the bathroom, and then you have to deal with the aftermath.
And we have another lady. Well, I'll tell you, there was another incident recently that I forgot to tell Mom about. I got a text on my way into work. But the first time this lady came in, she was running into the store. And she said, oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
And she was like, baby, where's the bathroom? And I was like, it's in that back hallway with the exit sign. It'll be on your left-hand side. She said, oh, thank God, baby. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Ran back there. She was in there for like an hour and a half.
Oh, my gosh.
Her sister came out of the car, hollered at her in the hallway, did her shopping, and then went to go get her, and they both left. Anyway, she painted the bathroom brown. She completely painted the toilet seat, the toilet lid, the toilet rim brown. She painted the wall behind and under the toilet brown. She dribbled paint from the toilet to the sink, to the trash, to the door brown.
Oh, no.
She used paper towels when we had toilet paper. She used paper towels and left them on the floor.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
That bathroom was out of commission all day. The entire store smelled like cat litter. If you've ever had a cat with a stinky butt, because he's had worms, Percy, it smelled like that, and it permeated the whole store. We had to keep the door open.
Just to be clear, Percy, who was rescued from the streets as a stray when he first came home, not that we don't take care of our cat. This was while he was being treated. Thank you. I just want to put that little note in there. So she painted the bathroom brown.
And the other
for an hour and a half.
Yes.
How did she leave not painted brown herself if she was in that?
She was wearing dark sweats. I don't know. She left. She didn't say anything. She didn't look at anyone. She didn't buy anything. She walked out.
Oh, no.
And, the other day when right before I was getting ready to go to work, I got a text from one of the team members, and she said, "Hey, guess what?" And I said, "What?" And she said, "Someone left a poo-poo in the middle of the floor." And I said, "In the bathroom?" And she said, "Yes. There were some dribbles too, but mostly just the poo-poo in the middle of the floor." And I said, "Any in the toilet?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Oh. So is certain person there to clean it up because somehow they always get stuck with cleaning up brown and red paint?" And she said, "No, I just cleaned it up." And I said, "Oh. But boss was there, right?" "Yeah, boss was there." And I was like, "Oh. Next time make boss clean it up."
Next time make boss clean it up.
Boss gets paid a lot more than we do. Boss can clean up that.
Does boss ever have to clean it up?
No.
Does boss just hide in boss's office?
Yes.
Oh, the life of retail. Oh my gosh. Okay.
When I work...
Wait. Can we name these people like the red bandit and the brown bandit?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm about to tell you about the yellow bandit.
Oh, there's a yellow bandit.
And the eclipse bandit.
Eclipse. Okay, I'm ready.
So, remember last year when the eclipse happened?
Mm-hmm.
And I was still working at the red craft store instead of the green craft store.
Yes.
Well, during the eclipse, because everyone was parked outside watching, no one was in the store. So the three of us employees were also outside of the store. A lady had went in to go to the bathroom, and we were like, "Yeah, don't care. Go ahead. Feel free. Just please don't steal anything. We can't stop you." And she was in there for the whole 20 minutes that we were outside, and she left, didn't buy anything. So I ended up going to the bathroom because, you know, if I'm going to do something, I'm doing it on company time. I'm getting paid to do it, so I'm waiting for work. Anyway, she left her used, discolored undergarments in the hallway leading to the bathroom.
Discolored.
They were discolored.
Were they do we want to know the color?
They were cottage cheese discolored.
Ew.
They were chunky. And it did not smell good.
Oh no.
And so the yellow bandit, I was again working at the red craft store. And at the red craft store, there's like a weekly or bi-weekly art class meant for kids, teenagers, and occasionally an advanced one meant for adults. But it's family friendly, anyone can go. A mom had brought in, and this is not the yellow bandit's fault at all. It is mommy's fault. Not
Okay.
my mommy who's sitting here. It was
Yellow bandit
Bandit's
mommy. Okay.
So this mother brought in her teenage young 20s daughter who had Down syndrome, and went to go do the class, but the yellow bandit was like, "Mom, I have to go to the bathroom. Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. Mom, where's the bathroom?" And Mom was just painting. Like, "I don't know. Go find it. Go ask someone." So the yellow bandit got up and came up to check out and was like, "Hey." And I said, "Hey, how can I help you?" And she said, "I was gonna ask where the bathroom was." And I said, "Oh, it's that way." And I pointed, and I was like, "You want me to walk you over there?" She was like, "No, I pee-peed myself."
Oh.
And I said, "Oh, uh-huh."
Oh no.
And she's like, "Yeah, my mom's sitting down. I had to go." And I said, "Oh." And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh."
Was there a path?
No.
Oh.
It appeared as though she had a full diaper.
Oh.
your mom, shall we? Let's go talk to mommy. And,
so she came to you for help to change her...
No, she just came to let me know she pee-peed.
Oh.
Because mommy was ignoring her.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Yes. Like I said, not the Yellow Bandit's fault. In the slightest.
No.
Not at all.
But that's awful.
It was, yeah. So I pulled her mom aside and let her know what happened. Mom was not pleased.
It was mom's fault.
Yeah. But that was another experience.
Why are all these experiences bathroom ones?
I have a shorter one.
Okay.
The other day I had to yell at a teenager.
The end.
Teenager was skipping school. Came in with two other friends. They were saying some things that you would find in some adult literature.
Oh.
Some
literature.
And they were shouting it throughout the store, and they were saying some slurs.
Oh no.
And so I got big and brave, and I pretended I was mommy.
You puffed your chest. You brought out the inner Karen.
I pretended I was mommy, and I used my mommy voice. And here's the polite version of what I said. I said, "You can quiet down or get out." There may have been some other words in there, but I can't say those on YouTube. Anyway, they left.
They just were coming in and causing a ruckus and
not shopping, just walking down the main aisles saying slurs and adult literature content, adult movie content.
Oh my gosh!
Couldn't have been older than 16.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about that time you did tell me there was some employees from a nearby store?
Oh, yeah. They were vaping in the store and hollering, and they wrote their names on the table that they were there in their work uniform. Ended up calling the police and told their boss and had them...
Because they vandalized the store. I mean, they were writing their name and...
Had them trespassed, and so... I don't believe they work there anymore, but if they got trespassed, so if they came in again, they would get charged.
No, to put some context to all this, the store you work at isn't in the worstest of neighborhoods, but it's certainly not the best.
Correct.
And it's in a commercial neighborhood. There's no real residential nearby.
Across the street.
Oh, is there? Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but there's some stores
it's mostly commercial though.
So where your store's at, it's not the worst neighborhood ever, but it certainly isn't the best.
Correct. I've had more than one customer tell me that their husbands won't let them go out to shop at my store after dark.
Yikes.
Because of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I have been yelled at and called names in the parking lot.
In front of police officers, like you had that incident near in front of a police officer on your way into work the other day. Oh, that was Walmart, but still, okay.
But I was at work and I was walking in broad daylight, 2 p.m. and I was partaking in vaporized air, and there was a group of 4 men. And
what age range you think?
Late teens, early 20s at most.
Okay.
And they were hollering at me and asking if they could also partake in vaporized air, and I said eventually I said no, because I was crossing the street back to head into the building, and they were yelling after me. And so they ended up calling me a lot of really loud names because I told them no, and they were totally just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's do... one more? You got one more?
My last one is, I've woken myself up being mad about it.
This one plagues your dreams.
Yes.
Well, let's preface this by saying you have an English degree.
I have an English degree, and I read a lot when I was a kid. So, of course, the first time I came across the word, I was like, hey, look, it's fox. F-A-U-X. It's fox. And Mom was like, oh, no, that's faux. And I said, okay.
And for those who don't know, the word faux
means fake.
Means fake, essentially. But, you know, it's like faux fur. That's how it's used in a sentence. Like, you know, and to indicate basically not real. Not real.
And so I'll have a lot of customers come in and they'll say, hey, I want this fox leather. I want this fox fur. Do you have any fox ostrich leather? And I'm like, we don't have fox anything. They're like, but the sign over there says fox fur. I'm just looking for a specific color. And I'm like, oh, let me go walk with you to the faux fur. And I can look with you and see if we can find some faux fur in the color that you need for your faux fur project. And they're like, oh, I don't want faux fur. I want fox fur. And then they'll point at the sign that says F-A-U-X. I want fox fur. And I'm like, yes, this is faux fur. This is what you're looking. This is faux fur. Faux leather. This is what you're looking for, is the faux.
The faux. The faux show.
I've had them argue with me that it is fox. And it makes me mad to the point where I wake myself up in the middle of the night thinking about it. And it just, I have a bad day because I woke up so angry.
Well, and just to be clear, you know, it is an easy mistake to make, especially if you're not familiar. It's not a word we see very commonly anymore.
It's the arguing.
It's probably the arguing and the fact that, you know, they argue back when you're not rude about correcting. You don't say, excuse me, that's not how, you know, you don't shame them or anything. You just repeat the request to them and that you use the correct word.
Yes.
But, you know, and then they want to argue with you about it. And
I don't want the thing I'm asking for. I want the thing I'm asking for.
Yeah. And it's a pet peeve. Everybody has pet peeves, and that happens to tickle your pet peeve, right? Oh,
sorry. Real last one. Breast money.
Breast money, especially in the summer.
You know, I've gotten warm, wet bills in the winter. Just the other day, actually.
Ooh. Soggy money.
When women pull money from betwixt their bosom, that enrages me.
Sundown just gagged in the other room.
I have taken it with my fingernails and placed it on the counter. And I have used my fingernail to scrape it into the till. And then I have sanitized my hands, right, like looking right at them. I'm not touching your boob money with my fingertips.
Girl, I got an extra set of tongs you can take to work.
I will take some murder tweezers. I will take some tongs. I'm not touching wet, hot, damp, yeasty smelling money.
Vinegar
factory money. I see your purse right there. I know there's a wallet in that purse, so why don't we keep our money in that wallet, in that purse, instead of betwixt our bosom? In the crevasse of our bosom.
Can't touch this.
You can't touch this. Oh,
anyway, you guys, thanks for listening to my retail horror stories. I'm gonna go sit on the couch and rot now.
Okay. Thanks for the story time, honey.
You're welcome.
Bye, Leah.
Bye.
Well, I don't think anything that I could talk to you guys about is gonna top Leah's story time. So I'm gonna leave us on those notes there. I hope you enjoyed her company. Yay. What a good storyteller. What a nice little heartwarming story hour. Stories of retail. Horror stories of retail part 1. Yee. I'm sure you guys, some of you may have some of your own retail horror stories, whether you were the horror or you suffered from the horror of the retail. If you have any to share, let us know in the comments down below. Would love to hear it. But for now, I am going to kind of leave us right here where I'm working on these angles, these R's, not R's. This and the R, it's like a lowercase r, get a little confusing when they're packed in together, but thankfully right here they're not too packed in. And we just finished this. So while I finish up these this double section here, I'm gonna do that off camera, but for you it'll take no time at all. It'll be a blink. So don't go anywhere, stick around, and you'll get to see what this looks like with this section done, and maybe we can finally figure something out, right? Ready? All right, you guys, so we have finished the entire top panel here. We left off right here, if you recall. We finished this over here. So we have a fuller picture. What do we think? So we've got something right here, undeterminate yet. Indeterminate. And then we've got, this looks definitely to me now like a floor littered with bloody clothes or parts. It looks like body parts. It looks like an arm, some arms, some blood. Here it looks like a hallway or a room, because now we can see, it looks like there's a wall here, so it looks like a hallway. We've got the light here and some doors and stuff, and then we have hair or fur here. What? What are you doing? What are you making faces? I'm trying to...
Holding your finger.
I'm thinking right here, that looks like some blood. That's definitely some red here, so it looks like maybe there's some blood on the wall too. But this is what we've got to work with. So now what do we think? I'm thinking definitely... Yeah, we definitely have a hallway with bodies and blood, and we definitely have hair or fur right here. And I'm not sure, a body, like this could be a person, but somebody with brown hair. It's about what I got. Brown hair or brown fur. Still could be Wolfman. Could be Mikey. Mikey has brown hair.
But you said fur.
I said hair or fur. It could be either one. I don't know. What other killer has...
No.
Chewbacca. It could be Chewbacca. But yeah, tell me what you guys see in the comments down below. Let me know, what do we see here? Have we figured it out? Can you figure it out? And until next week, stay naughty.
See ya.